Welcome on back to episode 8 of Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. In this episode, we go out into the wilds and kill some bandits, which is pretty much the same for every episode, for a long time, because there's a lot of bandits to kill. Anyway, into the video. Haven't done much pickpocketing, I've been concentrating on the quests too much. I think it's about time I go on a mission to cause some trouble right after I get this quest done, right? I have to go up here and find the Neuhof bandit, kill the camp leader. Got a bunch of quests all over the show. I better do some side quests after this as well. Damn, I'm traveling that way but I'm not exploring at all? That's super boring. Alright, it's been a while since we've been here. Maybe I should walk in and say hello to the king.
You're the young fellow who came here from Scarlet, half dead, aren't you?
Yes, that'll be me. Why?
The lady of the castle was asking after you. She wants to talk to you.
Oh.
I'll go and see her then.
Of course she does.
Very well. Don't make her wait. Take care.
Side mission. Gotta talk to the lady.
The Lord be praised. What's on your mind?
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true. I need something from you.
Yeah.
Can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie, is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I want everything to be perfect for her. I'm looking for a few things to give her as a gift, and you're going to find them for me.
My lady, why me?
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. I can't trust him with this. And I've been told no task is too challenging for you. Is that not true?
Yep.
It will be my honor, my lady.
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Ujits.
And the ornamental crown?
I had the engravers in Sasau make it, but now they've written to say it will take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and pick it up.
Who am I supposed to pick up the wine from?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a genuinely good wine. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Here you go. That should be enough.
You said a roan from Ujits.
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself on that horse. But you, so young and vigorous.
Oh.
Wine,
She
a
wants
roan,
it.
and a crown. I can handle that.
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were others here I could trust so well. God bless.
Alright. Gonna do this mission for her and probably get a little bit of a cheeky little side gift. You all good, bro? Saw you just doing something weird just then. I'll have to check the tape back. What's up, dude? Remember when I stole all your money?
Good day to you.
Trade. If you've got the coin. Ah, you still have 0 coin and I have 1.6 thousand. You suck. Alright, horsey. Let's go, my friend. Alrighty. And here we go. Oh, do I have to go that way? Probelislavitits prison. Forest, I mean. Prison. Just like that, we're through to a new area. Quite a good sized town really, but not as big as the other one. You shits. The Imping Bandit. Yep, unlock the fast travel, nice. Not many people here, is there? It looks like they're fixing up their church. There's a tavern. Alright. Where's this limping son of a bitch? Limpy boy.
Hey,
Well, that's not the right area, is it?
what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Well, that's clearly not the place I wanted to go. But he is somewhere around here. Aha. I went the wrong way, didn't I?
Hey, who's there? What was that?
Whoa, these guys are coming out to deal with me. We're jumping in their paddock. Came from over here. They didn't like that, did they? Did they? Okay. So it's right back here where this bloody sign is.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for a limpy boy.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if I ever saw one. His place is at the end of the village, next to the stream. Take him and welcome.
Take
All right.
care.
Thanks for the info, mate.
My respects to you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. Oh, and another thing. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats
Vashek.
laughing.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
Good luck to you.
Vashik. By the road to Rete. Oh yeah, it is there. It's good that it's down here because it would be very difficult to assassinate this guy if I need to. If he was in the middle of the town. I'm sure there's not many guards out here. Oh, look at this. Interesting. Got a bit of a sermon going on.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Massacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Okay, so they're tying up loose ends, or whatever the saying is.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel.
A poor crofter.
Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Alright. Well.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him?
Yes.
That would explain why he didn't scream.
Okay. So I gotta go back to town and talk to a bunch of people, I suppose. Oh, there's a... Maybe I should just do the quests in this area while I'm here. Is there a limit on how many quests I can pick up? I don't even know. Come on, look at this train of people. Get out of the way. Ooh. Thief! Thief! And it wasn't even me. Well, I wonder if the things around here, the points of interest, have something to do with this quest that I'm on. He said the church. I'll see if I can get something out of this priest. Priest. My sermon. A private area, eh? There's nothing in here, mate. Absolutely nothing. Talk to the priest, yeah. Oh, that good one. What are you up to? Oh, shit, what the hell? I'm gonna fucking... Yeah, fucking better watch out.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child. All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, Find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good.
A little
Never
birdie,
fear.
eh?
I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Farewell.
Well, it sounds to me like someone in confession told you something, and then now you just ratted her out for your own benefit. Is this dude getting his ins? Oh, damn dogs. Well, I suppose I better go down there and do that thing. Come here, horse. Better go check this one before I check the other one. Don't tell me it's down there. Oh, it's just over here. Cool.
God be with you.
And with you, bud.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipe.
Yep.
I don't know nothing about...
That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so there's literally nothing here.
Take care now.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Where's the witch? I guess interviewing his neighbors would make sense. What did the... 3 village wenches in her shirts want to use a magic ointment, risking their lives and immortal souls. Go to see Gertrude, the herb woman. Where could that be? I feel like it's this way. Something's drawing me this way. Where does the witch live? Where does the witch live? Surely out here somewhere. But she ain't this way. And now I'm gonna ride all the way along here and back down there.
If I want to leave the province, I'll have to get permission from Sir Radzig.
Yeah.
Was this a graveyard?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't go that way. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm obviously at some stage supposed to go up this way, otherwise it wouldn't have roads leading off the map.
Yeah.
Old garden. Ha ha ha! Off the map I go. Freedom! Freedom! Deforestation? I'm headed the right way. Okay. Unexplored place. Alright, well, we'll go to that unexplored place. Come on, come on. Come on, little horsey. Let's go. What do we got? Is this gonna be dangerous? Herbalist. Is this Gertrude?
Good evening.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions.
Lotions and potions.
Herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth.
She gave them mushrooms. She 100% gave them mushrooms.
The work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous
poisonous.
plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea, or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it.
Firstly,
those women don't know what they're doing.
God.
And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
And do you know what
They burn them alive.
They burn them alive.
They do.
Yep.
It didn't bother you before, though. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. Take care.
Paganism. God dang.
Would you teach me something about...
Certainly.
I'd like to
Beginner.
All right.
Haggle.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Ding 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 ding. Yep.
Agreed. Goodbye.
Do 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 do. I'm gonna need a place to stay. All right, mind yourself, horse. It's time for me to have a little nine eyes.
be with
Lodgings.
you.
Yep.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure, but
It's
Hang
quite a
on.
lot. Can we discuss the price?
Try to get it down to 1. Made him angry. So I pissed him off. Ooh,
you'll like it here.
it's like a cloud, he reckons. Up to the
Good luck
loft.
to you.
What, am I the only person sleeping here? I'm not sleeping on that. Right, here we go. Let's get some sleep. I should have gone one more. No one's ever awake at 5 in the morning. God damn it. Damn it. Gonna take me hours to travel back. What's up, dude?
What
I
the
got your
fuck?
potatoes.
You're trying to rob me.
I'm not.
Pickpocket!
Can't come down, mate.
Ah! Ah!
What? Get out of the way.
Don't let him get away!
Alright. Jesus. Just woke up. Nothing happened.
What? What the fuck are you doing? Keep your...
Shut up. Holy shit. Damn, that dude had heaps. Best decision of my life. Fucking... Get in there. Get in that corner, boy. Get in there. 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 Nothing to see here. Hopefully he wasn't important. That might have been the, it said townsperson or whatever, but...
Stop! That's not yours! Watch out! A thief!
Shush, 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 lady. Damn. Damn. Alright, time to leave. After I loot this. So it's not always good stuff in harder locks, I see. And we'll just close that up and nothing happened. Nothing happened. And we walk out here, we go in there, we just go in here. We just put that to the horse and that to the horse. So it's around here. I reckon it's one of his neighbors. An explored place. Now, what we need is a blacksmith. That looks like a stable. That could be a blacksmith over there. It's like a oxen. Right, well, we've got to investigate this area.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Of course, ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time?
He was a loner.
That's
Okay.
all. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you, mate.
I'm looking for the local groom.
If he isn't in the stables, then I've no idea where he's got to.
Okay, well, where's the stables then? So that's the butcher. Well, this is a stable. Where's the horse trader? Alright, this guy must live in here.
Who's there?
Not me. Oh, you're the butcher.
Must be the wind.
Who's there? Answer me.
What are you up to here?
Good day to you. What do you need? I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
I suppose it was
Certainly. I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. Agreed.
Good luck.
Damn it. Alright, well, who are all these people in here?
Huh? What do you want here? Go and play your game somewhere else.
Let me out, man. Jesus. Now that you're all woken up.
Clear off before I have you thrown out.
Will these guys come out and sell me something? God damn. Okay. Well, I need to do this other quest first, don't I? Right, so the guy who died was in there, so it makes sense that I interview this person right here. What's up, dude? Oh.
God be with you.
Farewell.
He didn't tell me a goddamn thing. God damn it. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Aussie! Right, you out here practicing swords again, my man? Yes, you are. Better not hit me.
Ow!
Oi!
Jesus Christ be praised.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, well, gonna get him drunk.
Farewell.
Alright. Meanwhile, I don't know where those girls are. Oh, I don't want to get stuck. I think I got a blacksmith kit somewhere. Here we go.
God be with you. Take care now.
What have you got to sell, my friend? Hercules and his diet. Haggle!
Let's have a word about the price.
Okay.
Very well. I agree.
Damn it, I can't even use it for anything. I don't have enough skill. I'm the blacksmith's son, mate.
Everything.
I'm starting to get hungry.
Where's the goddamn dude? Oh, there's people in here too. Damn, he's in here. Father, let me just eat something real quick.
Don't worry about that, mate. I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
I'm gonna tell him.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why.
Am I drunk?
They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanush to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful.
Tell me the gossip.
Here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
I notice there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me. But she cooks and cleans. And, well, as a man, I have my needs.
Oh.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
Bit odd, eh?
You're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
It sure does.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
Tell me.
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague. in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the Church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver.
You goddamn
They
right.
know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sassau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
That sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj padł dziesej smutek, dodnielo i rano utek, niech już małżeński majstak, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už sejmoj svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední den. Půjďme se bavit a do rána stávit a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem, tak posaď
Cheeky little bum tap. I'm wrestling.
Enough of this! Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
All right. We're in for a scuffle, are we?
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Come on then, fellas. You want to fight? Come and get it. Don't worry.
I can't even see anything. Oh, one down.
I'll have you.
Oh, need a breather. Need a breather. Bink. 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 Uppercut. Right. Beat them all up.
Hey.
Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Huh?
Oh, am I not supposed to be in here?
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
This priest is a lad.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
Jesus.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Oh my god. What are we doing out here, mate? That was not a dream. That was not a dream, mate. No way.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Okay. Drink and binge.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Let's go, man. What are you doing? I'm coming. There we go. Dispelled the hangover effects, mate.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pole.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
In nomine Patri et Spiritus Sancti.
In sanctas, at venerabiles, a manus suas.
What a good one.
Hoc facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Shit.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests in matters of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
Uh-oh.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. And it is all due to...
Damn.
The corrupt servants of God who do not practice what they preach. They think sins can be washed away by money. And they sell indulgences, and that's bad. Because sins cannot be redeemed with silver.
Prague didn't do much for his confidence.
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Crazy. Right, now what?
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, but he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Game saved, sermon done. Alrighty, and that is the end of episode 8. That was a crazy quest. That whole quest was like a bit of a shock, bit of a surprise. Now, you don't know what you're going to get every time you start a new quest. It's good to see there's some humor in the game and some, like, I don't know, just funny bits. Anyways, if you watch, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next.